Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're here finally returning with the 212 Rally League. Yes, you guys have been begging me in the comments over the last few weeks to finally bring back the club, and with the all new 2024 DLC for EA WRC, I thought, you know what, yeah, let's give it a go, and we are going to be hosting a 5-round season over the next few weeks. Of course, some of this is going to use the 2024 DLC, so this is a junior WRC rally kind of series, if you will. We head first of all to Estonia before the two new DLC rallies of Tech Rally Latvia and the All and 80th Rally Poland, Fanatec Rally Oceania, and then last but not least is a snow-based rally in Scandia as well there. So 4 gravel and kind of tarmac mixed events, with a snow rally to finish off in the winter season. All of these rallies are 5 stages. There is a service after stage 2 and stage 4, and then the final stage of each one is a marathon stage, or marathon in air quotes because most of the stages on this game aren't that long in the grand scheme of things. Of course, if you do want to get involved in this, make sure you join. There will be a link down in the description below. You can enter all the events, you can enter some of the events, you can enter one of the events if there's one you like the look of, but I'm going to be competing in all 5 rounds, and hopefully we can try and get some good results. It's normally just a chance for you guys to bully me with how much better you are on this game than myself. Now, you can use either the old or the new Rally 3 car as well. We're going to be running the new one this season, because we've got access to it, so why on earth wouldn't I? And let's take a look then at some of the cool liveries that this car has got. There's actually quite a few available on it, and all of them look pretty interesting. So I think, for me personally, I want to run one of the orange ones, so I think that's going to be our livery of choice ready for round 1. Like I said, obviously, if you're new as well, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We're trying to hit 3k subs at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Estonia is a fast and fun event. Well, in some of these rallies as well, there is actually changeable conditions. So if we take a quick look at a bit more of an in-depth view, the first couple of stages of this one have got rain, and then it does dry up ready for the final 3. So yeah, I've kind of tried to set a bit of a story with all of these as well, that hopefully trying to make it a realistic rally event inside this game. Now, in terms of tyres, then we've been given 1 set of super softs and 1 set of softs. So I think we'll use 1 set of supers now and through stage 1 and 2. Then we'll use a set of softs through 3 and 4, and then we'll go back to the other set of supers ready for the final stage. Now, I haven't actually tested that my wheel and everything is all calibrated. I'm hoping it is, and it seems to be, which is always a good way to start. Occasionally, this game can be a little bit weird with its kind of calibration settings, especially, yeah, with my pedals as well there. So, always nice when I just jump in and everything works. Now, some of you guys are asking why on earth I hosted this with JWRC cars again. I quite enjoy the Rally 2 cars, and if this season is a success, then next season will once again be with the Rally 2 cars. But I thought, for people that have bought the DLC or have maybe just picked up the game, this is, maybe a bit of a better place to start off with. Plus, it is entirely skill-based. If you watch the video I did with a comparison between this and the other junior WRC car, you'll know that I said they feel almost identical. So this event is going to be entirely kind of skill-based. It's not going to be about trying to pick the meta car and everything like that. So that's why I went with it. But yeah, if this season is a success, then I will dive back in with the Rally 2 cars for the next campaign as well. Because ultimately, I think they are probably the most fun inside the game. And also, if this does work and people enjoy it as well, I will set up a marathon league as well for 2025 that'll feature some really, really long rallies that hopefully people would enjoy as well there. But shakedown complete, a fairly simple one. So I believe we are ready for stage numero uno. I like this car. I like the way it looks. like I said, it drives the same way as the old Rally 3 car, but they're both good fun. They're both enjoyable. I believe top times someone's gone just under 26 minutes at the time of recording. Obviously, we'll compare and contrast all the times as well. But yeah, I think when I had a look I think 22 people have done their run so far, which is pretty good going, since I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. I would expect, you know, a lot of interest to be at the start of the week. But, yeah, obviously we got close to, like, 400 members in this club, I think. We're over 350, so try and, you know, if you are interested, try and help us get to 400 club members as well. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But, of course, yeah, a lot of people, you know, maybe don't play the game anymore or anything like that. I still only, obviously, host it through the single club. But if I do run the Marathon League, then I'll set up another one alongside it. Maybe we'll get kind of 2 series going a week and things like that. But, of course, yeah, with the weekly rallies and everything as well. And once I'm back from my travels, I might do it beforehand. I do also want to go in and try and actually wrap up the career mode as well. Now I kind of know what the longer term plan is with this game. Hopefully that'll be good fun as well. Because I do believe, you know, if they keep working on this game, then they have potentially got a really, really good title on their hands as well. You know, I already think this game is fantastic, but it definitely does need, you know, a few bits and pieces as well still, if they really want to turn it into kind of the new rally powerhouse. I also, I've said before, need to get back on Richard Burns' rally as well. But again, I think that one will likely now wait until 2025, as just trying to thread the needle through those first couple of bales. There's quite a few of those on this rally. But yeah, these first couple of stages, obviously in the wet, you have got to be careful of kind of some slide and some understeer as well. It's quite easy just to kind of get yourself slightly out of position. And well, Estonia is a bit like Finland. It's very, very difficult. You know, if you kind of put a foot wrong, then you're likely going to be having a very, very fast accident. It was also the reason why I did this rally first, was to kind of allow people, obviously, a bit of time to get the DLC. But also, yeah, Latvia, Poland, Estonia, Finland, they're all quite similar as rallies. They're all good fun as rallies. But yeah, they are all quite similar as well. So I thought, you know, this would give people a good warm-up. And maybe if you have a good run through this one, you'll consider picking up the DLC as well. In the near future. Like I've said, I think it's worth it, especially if you haven't picked up the game. I would say it's really, really worth it, getting all that DLC and the kind of whole version of the game from last year. But I wonder if that's going to be their marketing plan in the future. Just every year, all of the old DLC kind of then gets wrapped up into the game for new buyers. It would be nice if kind of they gave loyalty discount or something like that, but you know, I think for a lot of people, once they know they've got your foot through the door, it's quite easy just to kind of keep you there and keep buying new stuff and everything like that. As we try and make our way, though, we're over halfway through this first stage. We've done fairly well so far. And now I think, yeah, we're on quite a wide open road right towards the end of this one. The only issue I've got is, yeah, this car is limited to quite a slow speed, all in all. See, we're only able to get 170 clicks out of it. Try and make our way through, though, in towards the final few corners. So just a little bit of a blend. I don't want to have a big crash on stage 1 if we can avoid it. I believe we've got a fairly tight corner coming up. Yes, we do. So, yeah, you got all those bales as well on corner apexes, which, you know, you're kind of aiming for, but not all at the same time. It's, you know, it's all about precision in these kind of rallies. But, yeah, so far so good through stage 1. I'm fairly happy with how this has gone. Now we've got the bales again. I do quite like all these chicanes here. Not like that, though. Ow. Damn it. Just click the end of that one. Also, the Endurance Rally League, if I do host it, hardcore damage. It will really favour the brave, which could be quite good fun. Oh, come on. Through the final corner. No, don't crash into the finish line. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I've picked up a puncture. No. Damn it. I know we've brought a spare, so I'm hoping that'll be put on the car ready for stage 2, but that was really stupid as a way to finish that. I think we avoided much other damage, though, on the car. But you can see, yeah, that front left has at least started. Oh, yeah, that's gone down completely. You can see it there. Where did we rank, though, on that first stage? We were fastest. That has never happened before. I'm slightly worried. Everybody's done it. How on earth have I ended up fastest there? That's incredible. We've got a 3-second gap over Isuzu Brian. I really don't want to take that penalty now. I genuinely, in all the time we've been hosting this, I've never been top of any leaderboard. that I'm quite happy with, and now I'm even more gutted that I made that error. Hopefully the puncture's sorted, and we'll head into stage 2. Let's take a look then. Can I see the tyre on the car? Trying to work out whether it's down or not. Unfortunately, yeah, the mud... Oh, no, I think we're good. Unless I'm looking at the wrong tyre, I think we're good. So we might just have cheated death there with that one. But we've got an early lead in this rally, so now we've got to try and hang on to it. As it is still wet underfoot into stage 2. But, yeah, this one is just going to be overcast. So my plan, kind of the storyline through week 1... was that there was a rainstorm overnight before the rally. All of these rallies are one-day events, kind of in my alternate timeline. So, yeah, they're hopefully, you know, kind of just like, almost like a Sunday league kind of thing. People show up, they have a bit of fun, and obviously then go about their ways. And, well, normally, yeah, I just get absolutely thrashed, but that doesn't seem to have happened, at least in stage 1. I can guarantee you I won't hang on to that lead, but we will try to for as long as I possibly can. Maybe a lot of people kind of just coming back to this game now as well. But, yeah, I genuinely have got no idea how I've managed that. Well, by going quicker than everybody else. But you know what I mean. How long, though, can I hold on to it? Can I try and build up a little bit more of a lead? I made no real errors on that first stage, apart from literally that final corner. And even that didn't really cost us much time. So as long as we can try and nail it through here, as we definitely don't have a puncture. 171 clicks over the jump. And I mean, yeah, you're spending a lot of time on the red line around this rally as well. It is high speed. Oh, we got a little bit of tarmac there, just trying to get a little bit of purchase. Wave to the fans that have come out to this Sunday event. And, oh, this second half of this stage I know is brutal. There's a load of gullies and banks and things like that. I think this is the final one you normally do in the old career mode. I don't know whether they've kind of shaken up the stages you now run in career mode or what. I hope they have. But yeah, I really don't know whether they will have or not. So I always find it odd the fact that the 5-second corner cut poles are different here. You don't really know what you're aiming for as easily as you do on a lot of other rallies. Oh no, talking of the poles, that was a bit brave over there, and whoa, hello. That was a bit odd. Just nicked a very, very stubborn shrub, I guess, through that one. As again, we are almost at the end of stage 2, though, so we're going to be close to the 3-minute mark, based on how the rest of this is gone. Around the outside of that, that's okay. I'd rather go the long way around than hit it. But yeah, we're throwing it all on the line early on. I mean, there might be a lot of people that kind of look at this and go, I'm only going to compete now just so I can absolutely rinse Matt. Which, I wouldn't blame you. Oh, this is so sketchy through here. Yeah, I know we got those horrible couple of corners. Kind of come off the beaten track onto a bit of a different one right at the end of this. But through the final couple of corners again, we're going to be just outside that 3-minute mark when all is said and done. 3:03 is not a bad time, I hope. And maybe we've held on to our lead at the front of the order. I'd love it if I was good at this game and, you know, could actually compete with kind of top drivers and things like that. But it doesn't usually happen. And we're fastest again by 1.3 seconds there. So I think, yeah, Zuzu Brine just made a little bit of an error. Can I see the event overall so far? Can I have a look at the leaderboard? So we've got a 6-second lead then over Loved Voice there. Brian's still in P3 ahead of Voto there. We've got a lot of Americans. I don't know why, but I just don't associate Americans with enjoying rally. And you can see most of my fellow Brits have not had much fun early on there. So we're trying to fly the flag. We've got Josh as well up inside that top 10. But yeah, let's head into stage number 3. Not a lot of damage to report on either. A little bit of bodywork and I think suspension, obviously just from that one hit. But apart from that, nothing at all on the car. It is all clean. As the sun now shining as we head into stage 3. It's the 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go once again then. So yeah, this one is a bit longer. 11 kilometers through stage 3. I believe it's also the one with the racetrack on it, which I always think is still cool inside this game. Not when I understeer chronically, though, trying to get onto it. Right, let's try and nail the racetrack section. Gotta try and nick those apexes. I mean, this should be where I'm strong. Come on, understeer. Please. So, don't want to get done for corner cutting again, though. That was okay. I mean, I love this section. It's so cool. I mean, I know we're only a day in, but if I can somehow be top of the leaderboard here, that would not be a bad way to start the campaign, as I believe this gate on exit is quite horrible. Don't cut. Please don't get corner cutting penalty. Thank you. There we go. Right, we've navigated that first little bit. So this stage, yeah, is going to be a bit longer than the ones we've dealt with so far. I believe the only real kind of marathon stage we've got on this entire championship is actually the very last one. I think it's like a 32-kilometer stage from Rally Scandia right at the end of it. So that's going to kind of be like the final boss, if you will, of this entire championship, which will hopefully be a bit of fun. Don't hit the crowd, please. They don't want to see the championship leader kind of get very up close and personal with them, I'm sure. They'd rather... I mean, I don't blame anyone for rather watching me rally from a distance rather than up close and personal. It's quite scary. I mean, so far, though, I'm sure I will bottle it, but if this isn't evidence... Oh, no. I spoke too soon. I was literally about to say, if this isn't evidence as to why I should get a rally car, and immediately, as I'm saying it, we go and put it slightly through a tree. Not a major problem, but certainly a minor inconvenience. As, yeah, we've definitely picked up a bit more bodywork damage. Again, we cannot try and overdrive. We've got that little bit of a lead. Whoa, after the first few stages. I don't want to throw that all away. I forgot to say as well, thank you to everyone that is still competing in these championships. I really do appreciate it. I'm sure, obviously, yeah, we've got a fair few new faces as well. Maybe we'll see some old-timers return as the season carries on. But yeah, it really does mean the world to me that you guys are still kind of enjoying and competing in these events. And obviously, the fact that there were so many people kind of saying they wanted this championship to return as well really does mean a lot. We're almost halfway through this one, but yeah, I've definitely got a little bit of damage. I don't feel like I recognise much of this, to be honest. This feels very, very narrow and different to anything I normally do on this rally, but kind of just got to deal with it as best as we can, which so far hasn't been great. I believe we've got to go all the way around the other way on this one by the end. I think we're doing this stage and more reversed for stage 5. So we've got to try and remember as much of this as I can, but backwards. Which is a little bit peculiar, but hey-ho. So we've got, again, another high-speed blast before another horrible blind corner. That time around we'll actually get it slowed down, though, fairly nice and tidy on the way in. I'm a fan of this. I like the Junior WRC cars in this game. I'm sure I'm now going to get yelled at in the comments that maybe the new one is actually quite OP. That's why I'm quick, because no one else has got the DLC. Nope, I don't know what that is, but I've almost hit it. I thought that might be a Marshall, but apparently not. Right, just get back on the stage. We made a couple of big errors on this one so far. We can't allow more of those to kind of creep in towards the end of this, but it's, if I still end up fastest on this one, then I'm going to be shocked. And maybe even slightly disappointed in you guys. Oh, I don't think we're going to top the leaderboard, though, on this one. Oh, so it's the stage we just did the other way around. I didn't realise that. That makes more sense, then. We're at 3/4 distance, though, so not too far left. Don't know really where I'm braking. About there, I think, is going to be right. Avoid the bail. I mean, with these Junior WRC cars as well, where they've only got 5 gears, it really is important that you kind of carry momentum off the corners as well. Yes, you can reach the red line fairly easily, but you know, you can gain a lot of time just by kind of being in the right gear at the right place, and obviously focusing on your corner exits quite a lot. Oh, I've got no rotation. No rotation there. And I'm so sorry to that poor cameraman, who I think it's safe to say will have met his demise in that moment. And a 7-second penalty does not help us out. How on earth that was rated a 5? I mean, that's normally, whoa, just kind of a blend, but apparently not. And yeah, this stage 3 has not been a good one for us. Just got to get to the end of it, though. Got to try and put it behind us. Say, luckily, the damage I did do to the car, I don't think it's affecting its performance too badly. But, yeah, this has been a real disappointing one. Come on, through that final corner. Yeah, we're going to probably be, I would have thought, 15 seconds off, maybe more. There we go, 6:26, sorry, through that stage. So, yeah, really not my best time ever. Bit of a disappointing one, that, but we didn't hit a marshal at the end of it, which I guess is good news. Yeah, you can see 10th place there, 18 seconds off, so worse than I thought it would be. And of course, it was loved as well that went to the top of the board there. So I believe we're now going to be about 10 seconds off. Let's just double check how are we looking. 12 seconds away, so we need 6 seconds on each of these last couple of stages. We could still, well, we're definitely still in the fight for a podium, though. So come on, Matt. Here we go, then. The Vissi stage is a very, very short one before we'll get the car repaired, ready for the last stage. I think this is the shortest one we do of this rally. 5.6 kilometers, so going to be difficult to make up time, but very, very easy to lose it. So we'll see. We've got to try and close up on our Belgian rival at the top. Even if we can just go a couple of seconds quicker on this one, then hopefully it'll give us some confidence into the final stage of the rally. But do I focus on the World Championship? Do I focus on trying to score bigger points overall? Or do I focus on trying to just shine in this event? I don't know. I think I know for well I'm just going to try and go for it, aren't I? As always the way I work on these games. That was a bigger jump than I expected. Even though my Gary did warn me. There you go, 46 seconds through that first split. Is only going to be about a 3-minute event. Nice view of a lake. I'm wondering as well, I'm hoping obviously they add like Saudi Arabia and the Canary Islands, and obviously a couple of the other new events coming next year, but I'd really like to see kind of like a Welsh rally or something like that, or even the Scottish one. Obviously they had both in EA WRC, sorry, in DiRT, didn't they? So it would be quite cool to kind of get more of those kind of old school fun rallies as well. I mean, yeah, we are flying through this one so far, but like I said, it's a short stage, so there's not a lot of time to be made, but like I said, time can very, very easily be lost. Come on, little car. Just want to try and nail it. I want to just get into that final stage knowing we have a chance if we do well. They like their lakes around here, don't they? Keep the foot in. I mean, how much of this stage has been foot to the floor so far? Where on earth are we going? Oh, we're doing the racetrack again. Didn't even realise that. I set up this club and I forgot that, as that was a little bit sketchy on the way in. Can I remember where I'm going? Not really. Right, come on, little car. Come on! The tarmac on these gravel tyres is sketchy, is the word I'm going with. Don't get corner cutting. I turned in way too early. I mean, it's a fun little track. I really do wish there was Rallycross still in these games. I know why there isn't. But I really do wish it was still there. No, this corner's horrible. Oh, and there you go. Just the understeer on the exit. Come on! I think it's basically foot floor to the finish. Not quite. Oh, there is the finish line, though. Come on. Navigate our way through. 3:11. That could have been worse. There wasn't a lot of time we could have found on that one. If we've lost time to the Belgian there, then I don't think we really stand much of a chance in that final stage. But that was okay. And we do go fastest. So we've taken just under 5 seconds out of Loved Voice then, ready for the final stage of the rally. 2.5 seconds clear of anybody else as well. So quite happy actually with that one. But what does it mean though? With 1 stage to go, what are the gaps currently? We are 7.5 seconds back behind Loved Voice. This final one is a big old stage, so we've just got to get the car repaired and really just try and focus and see if we can nail it. Right, here we are then, 17 kilometers, the final stage on what has been a dramatic rally up to this point. 7.5 seconds is what we need to try and take out a Loved Voice. Let's see what we can do. 5 red lights, it's light, that's out, and away we go then. So I believe the first half of this is very high speed. I think the second half is where things get a little bit more intricate and kind of narrow and tight and twisty there. So I believe this first bit might actually be stage 1 again. Obviously, you're going to end up doing some of the stages you've already done when there's only a certain amount of kind of stage inside this game. But doesn't stop it being good fun, and every run is always very, very different to the last. Especially when I do that almost immediately. You idiot. Come on. Got to be better than that. I've still brought a spare tyre just in case I get a puncture. It was so ridiculous to do that, like 4 corners in. I need to find my zen. I need to really, really focus on this one. But try and be quick but careful. I mean, this might be the only event all season I'm competitive. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some quick guys that'll see this and go, you know what, yeah, I'm going to put a minute on his head. I can't blame them. This thing is very, very good on its brakes still, where it doesn't weigh a lot. And obviously you can't pick up that much speed in it. It is, yeah, very competitive. Just very stable as well on its brakes, for the most part. You don't get too much rear lock-in or over-rotation or things like that, unless you've really got it wrong. Ugh! I did not intend on nudging that bale. And we almost nudged the other one as well. We are throwing it through right now. Come on, little car. I went the wrong way with the gear. Luckily, we'd had the car slow down enough, so I didn't need to rely on the engine brake. I'm just trying to focus up a little bit. I know the second half of this stage is going to be brutal. So I just don't want to make any big errors before then. So you lean on the engine brake. Feel sorry to the engineer that's given me this car that's going to have to try and work out how much damage I've done to the engine. My guess is quite a lot. And now on to another fast section. Come on. Say as well, you don't know how much perhaps Love Voices just kind of held off through those first few stages, and now he's going to absolutely try and put it all on the line in these final ones. You just never quite know what other people's psychology is in these rallies. Ooh, that was close. Right, we know we've obviously got that other chicane coming up. There you go. Oh, and again, I chucked it in way too fast. That time around was a little bit better. We kind of used the middle bale to rotate us through the others. That could have been a whole lot worse. Luckily, it was the side of the car, and there's not many internals there. Oh, that was optimistic. We were lucky that gully kind of was where it was. No, don't hit people. That was so stupid. Such an unnecessary... So just unnecessary to try and gain some time. And now we've got a lot of work to do. Effectively, we've got to try and go 13 seconds quicker on this stage. And let's not forget, we obviously lost a couple of seconds there, so it's not impossible, but it's not going to be easy. I'm kind of just basing it on how safe Loved took that last section. Because obviously it was a very, very short blast, and we gained 5 seconds. I think I know this bit, though. This is the kind of like weird other little track bit, isn't it? It isn't really a track, but... yeah, this is... I know this. This is good. I'll try and chuck it over that first jump. Oh, don't get caught in there. Over the other jump. I believe we're aiming that way, aren't we? Yeah. That's a nice section when you get it nailed. Always tries to catch you out though on the exit. Oh, that was a bit lucky. Right, come on. Actually, I think this is just all our fairly high-speed stage, to be honest. If I remember. Yeah, this is... we're going into some really high-commitment stuff now. I think we're basically going for the win it or win it strat towards the end of this. That one we did okay. This car is still quite tail down. Huh. I remembered roughly where that jump went as well, just at the last moment. Too many times have I come through here and binned it. Like that. Come on, stay on the stage. That was lucky. Somehow we're able to gather that one up again. Avoid those. They are rock solid. 2 splits to go, though. 6:37. I've got no idea whether that's good or not. Come on, little car. We've done pretty well on this rally. The first time ever I have led a stage. Oh! And I think that might be the death nail. Damn it! I even tried to take that jump quite carefully, but just misjudged it slightly there, and there was no way as soon as we hit the jump we could avoid that. Somehow, again, we haven't done too much damage to the engine. That was a pretty square whack, though. Come on. Oh, this jump's horrible as well. You kind of got to aim slightly sideways and then avoid the oversteer on the exit because those trees will catch you out. Come on. A few more corners left. Gutted with that, man. If that little error makes the difference in the end, I'm going to be really sad. I'm okay with a penalty. That was just my own stupid fault. But if we still had made up most of the time, and it's just that one little bit of bad luck over the jump. Oh, avoid the banks. Come on. Keep it on the stage. As the sun sets here in Estonia, this has been a fun day out's worth of rallying. But it certainly has had its ups and downs as well. And I think we've got an expensive repair bill when we get back to base at the end of this. Come on, little car. Just a few more corners to go. That was not the jump I expected there. Sending it through these final few bits, putting it all on the line. There's the finish, though. We've got one horrible corner to finish us off. There we go. We've done it. Not too sure about the finish, but an 8:50, I don't think it's going to be enough to make the difference in the end, annoyingly. What is the time on the board? We have done enough, I think. Love Voice picked up a penalty as well. So we've got 1 second over Isuzu Brian. And somehow, despite the errors, I think we've gone and done it. We have by 12 seconds. We are top provisionally of the league. I mean, it's got my own name on it, so everyone is going to call that rigged, but I will take that so far. I'm sure someone watching this is going to absolutely go in now and bully me down at the order as well. But Love Voice still in P2 ahead of Herbert there. Isuzu Brian in 4th ahead of Voto with Zpex, Ghost Killer, Josh, Wrench, and Sleepy Old Man 05. That is a brilliant name. Rounding out your provisional top 10 as well. But yeah, like I said, you know, let me know down in the comments below what happened to you if you've competed in the league. You know, like I said, keep me in the loop with how you get on as well. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're good at the game, please don't give this a go now. I'd like to try and win one of these. But yeah, we'll be back very soon with more rally content.